So we now have the answer to the biggest question as we approach the trade deadline. The Angels are not going to move Shohei Ohtani. They are going all in, acquiring starter Lucas Giolito and reliever Ronaldo Lopez from the White Sox for a pair of their top prospects. So Ryan, did the Angels make the right move to keep Ohtani?
Yeah, 100%.
I think we just saw it in those highlights,
attitude.
though, right?
Yeah, I mean, why would you trade somebody like this, especially if your plan is to try and sign him back after the beginning of the year? And kudos to the boys out there and Phil Nevin and his crew. When you come out of the All-Star break, that's deciding time for those teams that are middle of the pack. A lot of, people in the front office look and say, how are we going to play out of the All-Star break? And they came and ready to go. And they were on fire. And Shohei Ohtani, by the way, he shocked me today. He did something I thought he'd probably done at least 10 times, and that's throw a complete game shutout. I thought that would have happened, but it's about time because we knew it was only a matter of time. But yeah, keeping this guy, and not only you keep him, Sierra, you add pieces to the puzzle. I mean, the Angels are pushing the chips in, so good for them. This is a great move. Ohtani, you can see the excitement in his face. You don't want to go anywhere. When you got a good team and you're feeling tight with all the guys in that locker room, you don't want to go to another place. I guarantee he wants to win there. So this is a great move by the Angels, and then they go out and acquire a couple arms and a big deal with the White Sox. So this is really cool.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, it gives this team silence now. Like all of the speculation, all these interviews, everybody's affected when there's a trade dude on your team and you're not sure if he's going or not sure if he's staying. And so Perry did a great job of kind of getting it out there. We are not trading Ohtani. And now we go out and add the couple pitchers and Giolito, obviously, and Lopez. This is big-time stuff. They're not going to be done either. And they're not out of anything. And so I wouldn't have understood why you would get rid of Shohei. Use him, try to sign him. I said he's the greatest player we've seen. We saw complete game, 9 innings, and he hits number 37. I mean, he does things on the baseball field. Lucas Giolito now can give a 1-2 punch in the postseason if they can get there. You got guys stepping up, Ward stepping up. You got some offense now. Trout, he'll come back at some point. Listen, this team is good. They kind of just haven't gotten, and there's been a lot of speculation. This has been going on for a couple months. So finally the noise stops. They can play baseball. Uncle Phil with the low hips, he's happy because now he gets to manage this club and try to get the postseason. All you need is a chip in a chair. You get a chip in a chair with this team, and you got that 1-2 punch now. And then anybody gets hot. We saw the Phillies. I mean, you play well for 4 weeks during the right time, and you can end up in the World Series and try to get this thing going.
You certainly can. Keep it moving, guys. The Red Sox have won 4 in a row, including 2 against the best team in baseball. They sit 1.5 games out of a wild card spot. Now, Kevin, I know you've been in on them for a while now, but have the Red Sox shown you enough to be buyers at the trade deadline?
Yeah, it's a very interesting question. The reason why I say that, they got some guys that are going to be coming healthy that are going to be like trade pieces, and this full squad gets together. They're a team that has scratched and clawed and tried to battle this 500 and get over 500, and then sometimes they'll stutter and get back down to a couple games over or 1 game under. They've won 15 out of the last 20 games. Once again, we're talking about a team that's in this hunt, a chip in the chair. And now you're going to get back a Trevor Story. You're going to get back some guys that have been on the DL that are going to help this club. Tanner Houck, after getting hit in the face, he'll be back. You got, Whitlock. You got all these arms and youth, and, Bayo's turned into an ace. And you look at JT is just a guy that can hit good pitching. Big double late in the game for the big W. But they have a nice mix. Duvall's going to get hot. He's going to get Homer hot. They've got a group, and Al's Cora, one of the great managers out there. I'm telling you, the X's and O's, you're not going to get a whole lot by them. But I think this team is poised to get healthy and then maybe make a move here and there if they need and see. But all they're trying to do is get to that postseason, and we'll see what they do.
Yeah, especially they shore up that bullpen. You have Kenley Jansen back there. Imagine they go make like a trade for a Josh Hader or something like that, where you got the nasty boys, the lefty-righty combo at the back end of the bullpen. They put themselves in this position. You're right. 8 games over 500, just a game and a half out of the wild card. Chasing down in the division as well, not that far out. So you look at offensively, they've been able to do it. And this happens, right? They trade Kike Hernandez, and you're like, oh, are the Red Sox going to be like selling some players? But like Kike offensively wasn't having a year that he probably was happy with. It was a good change of scenery, a chance for him to go back to LA, and it opens some doors for some of those players who are going to come off the IL or possible trade pieces that they could acquire. So why wouldn't you? You're the Boston Red Sox. You're a top 5 payroll team in the league. You generate a ton of revenue, and the fans there, they're as passionate as you're going to get. They see what's happening. This team's all of a sudden on fire, starting to play really good baseball. Nick Pivetta slides into the bullpen and has done a great job out of the bullpen there. So now all of a sudden, if you can acquire, whether it's a back end of the bullpen arm or a starter, I think offensively they're pretty solid. So now you
swinging
get
the bat.
Jarren Duran, thank you,
Casas.
Tristan Casas. And you get Trevor Story back, and Rafael Devers is going. This team can score some runs. So I think for them, if they add an arm or two to that bullpen, and maybe one in the rotation, this is a team that can kind of come out of nowhere and be like, whoa, we're the Red Sox. So yeah, good for them for putting themselves in this position.
Boston has won 15 of their last 20 games. Okay, the Rangers and Astros. That one got spicy last night, guys, in that series finale.
Ouch.
Some drama unfolding. Andrew Heaney hit Yordan Alvarez with the pitch, and Yordan's first game back after missing basically 2 months. Then Framber Valdez plunked Marcus Semien. So Semien, he gets a little payback, goes yard off of Valdez. And then the benches cleared after Adolis Garcia hit a grand slam in the 5th. This had all the makings for an amazing game. Rangers maintain a 1-game lead over the charging Astros in the AL West. So, Kevin, is this the best division race in baseball?
Yeah, right now it really is. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, Bochy comes over to the Rangers, and they expedite this process, and we know the signs of this offseason, signed last offseason, but you never know if that's a 2 or 3 year scene. They came out quick, and they are a good club, and they smashed the baseball. Lose Jacob deGrom, they didn't skip a beat. Nathan Eovaldi steps up to be the guy. But my point to this whole equation is that now we got a rivalry. Right? The Astros are chasing a good ball club, and they've been the beast in this division for a lot of years. So now you look up, and you're like, yeah, they're not going away. Astros are a tough team. They're getting healthy. They've only had Altuve and Jordan in that lineup a couple weeks together. Altuve started off, then Jordan, the oblique, then Altuve had the oblique. But once this team gets healthy, they have that nucleus. They have that experience. You have Dusty Baker, and they're not going to back down either. So this is a great rivalry right now going in the Central.
Yeah, and even from last night, the little, dust up and the hit by pitches. Before any of that happened, I thought this was possibly the best rivalry going right now in the game, just for the fact they're both in the state of Texas. The Rangers have kind of been the whipping boy of the Astros for the past few years, and now all of a sudden they're here, they're in first place. I mean, look at this series alone. The first 2 games are great, and then you have, the Rangers going against the ace, one Cy Young candidate in Framber Valdez, and they go out there and thumped them. So it just shows you the fight that they got, the depth in their lineup. Corey Seager's out right now, so when they get him back, they'll be even better. But I just see it going like this all year. I don't think anybody's running away with it. I wouldn't be surprised if this series goes down to the last week of the season. Both these teams, like Kevin mentioned, the Astros are loaded. Now you get Yordan Alvarez back. What a presence he is in the lineup. So this is just going to be a lot of fun. And both of these teams, by the way, right now, both of their guys are on the phone. The men upstairs are making calls, and they're trying to better their ball clubs to go out there and give themselves a chance to win a World Series, because both of these teams are capable of that.
Well, they do have 1 series remaining, and it's going to be everything that it's cracked up to be, right, guys? It starts on September 4th in Arlington. Now, if the Astros win any of those games, they would take the tiebreaker over the Rangers. Nick Kyrgios, he got a new back tattoo. Now, he says all the drinking and partying has his body feeling like a 57-year-old, but the tennis player, his back is now inked with childlike wonderment. How about this Pokemon tattoo? Demp, what do you think about the Pokemon tattoo?
I'm not a big Pokemon. I don't mind collecting the occasional graded 10 Charizard. That would be nice to get, but I never got into it. I Pokemon Go'd with my son for a little bit. Almost got hit by a car and stopped doing that. So, yeah, hey, man, good for you. Go get your back tattoo. We're going to get ours in the off-season with the 3 of us on our backs, IT 3.0. So
all right, wait, you're lying, though. We already got back tattoos.
We can't show them right now. We'll save it until the end of the year.
That's Kevin's.
Oh, there it is. It's so good.
There it is.
Don't let us win
Kevin,
today.
Talking to Chauncey.
Yeah.
Don't let us win tonight. Nope, because we got Pedro, Schilling, and anything can happen in Game 7. Yes.
Is that Eddie Vedder
There
on
was
your
me and
back
Ed.
then?
I had to get clearance from Ed to put his likeness on my body, but that's fine. He said, for anything for you, you got it, Dem. It was a little bit raspier when he said it. It was more like, whatever you want to do, Ryan. That's cool.
Oh, that's what I have on my back.
Sierra. That
know.
was
One
so
of my
good.
prouder
That was
moments. I
in
felt good
Maui.
about my body then.
Kona.
I mean, I'm wearing a two-piece,
Yeah.
yellow with a flower on it. Kevin and I with
No doubt
matching
about
barbed
it.
wire
It
tattoos.
was great looks at the pool that day when we came down. Great looks.
Can you imagine if I actually had you guys tattooed on my back?
I think you should.
It's only a matter of time.
I think you
Yeah,
should.
and I would also
Family's
then,
family.
I'd be single forever.